Hi guys, today I want to talk about Euphoria again. What a surprise, this account has basically become a Euphoria stan account, but it's not a review this time. Euphoria is actually being criticized and attacked. And I want to talk about it. Who's saying that? What are they saying? Why are they saying that? And is that maybe complete bullshit? So a couple days ago, the organization D.A.R.E has come out with a statement that Euphoria is harmful for children and teens because it is glorifying drug use. It's not. End of the video. I'm just kidding. I actually have a couple more things to say, obviously. So who even is D.A.R.E? So D.A.R.E is this organization. It stands for Drug Abusive Resistance Education. I'm gonna show a clip later of what they were actually promoting and saying. But for now, it's an organization that's against drugs. Heavily campaigning in the 90s and early 2000s and have actually changed their name in 2014, I think. But now they're back, apparently. Nobody asked for their input, nobody asked them what they think about Euphoria, but they still had a lot to say. So they are saying Euphoria is glorifying drug use, and that is why it is dangerous for young people. First of all, Euphoria is not made for teens. And even before season 2 aired, Zendaya posted another statement on her Instagram story, another disclaimer, another trigger warning that this is for mature audiences and that sensitive topics are being discussed. So that is also like one step ahead of what she would have needed to do. Like, congrats Zendaya for doing that and for being amazing. But she didn't need to do that. Imagine every actor that's playing in any horror movie putting out a disclaimer that their movie is only for mature audiences and that kids shouldn't watch that. Imagine. Second of all, I don't even think it's glamorizing drug use at all. Like, my review from last episode, I even said Rue's storyline right now is the least interesting to me because she's literally a train wreck. She is destroying her life with these drugs. And it's just like watching someone slowly destroy themselves, and it's painful to watch, but it's literally the opposite of glamorizing drugs. It's showing the reality and the impact that it can have and how dangerous it can be for you. So I think D.A.R.E kind of like missed the memo here. I don't know if they've ever watched an episode of Euphoria or if they just heard like, oh my god, they're doing drugs on the show that like young adults and maybe some teens watch. And I also think the responsibility if teens or younger people watch this is with the parents. It's not with the TV show. Like, you don't go up to a producer of a horror movie to be like, oh, your shit, kids are watching that. Shut that down. Imagine, like, there was some backlash with Squid Game a couple months ago where kids were playing the games from Squid Game and everybody was like, how do they know this? And who's allowing them to watch that? And I feel it's the parents' responsibility. You can't hold Netflix responsible for that. You can't hold the producer responsible for that. You can't really hold the children responsible for that because they are children. So I feel like it's the parents that are supposed to like take responsibility for that. And in the past, there's been a lot of support for D.A.R.E from parents and a lot of alliances. And I feel like it's kind of the parents are putting the responsibility on this organization instead of taking responsibility themselves. And I don't know if that's even happening right now. I don't even know if parents are complaining. I feel like it's just they're making this up and they're like by themselves, like, oh no, this is so bad for the children. It's glamorizing drugs. It is not. There's so few scenes in Euphoria where they're using drugs and it's actually like nice and fun. It's like, I remember 2 episodes, no, it wasn't the first episode of season 2 where this girl that's addicted to heroin literally injected that thing into her private parts. What the fuck is glamorizing about that? It's the opposite. It's literally, this is not good. this should make you cringe. And if you see someone do that and you're like, wow, that's so cool, there's another issue. The issue is not with the TV show. The issue might be that you need to talk to someone about that. And I'm not stigmatizing that at all. It's fine to talk to people about something like that. Sometimes we have weird thoughts, but it's not the TV show that's glamorizing drug use. If you want a TV show that's not discussing things like that, that's not authentic, watch Riverdale. If you want a show that nobody likes, that's not talking authentically about topics like this, just watch Riverdale. Zendaya's 17, so almost 18. That means in most European countries, she would be an adult in a year, so at 18. So is she really like a child? I don't know. I think this whole argument is like blown a little out of proportion. So even the creator of Euphoria, Sam Levinson, said that he is portraying his own struggle with substance abuse in the show and is trying to portray it as accurately as possible. And honestly, it works so fucking well. That's why Euphoria is so good. That's why everybody's calling Euphoria groundbreaking, because it is literally talking about these taboo topics and actually showing it how it happens and how it is. And I believe that these people at D.A.R.E don't have any experience with substances like that, and you can see that in the commercials from the 90s, where they are literally frying an egg, and they're saying, this is your brain on drugs.
This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Or even on weed. They were absolutely demonizing weed.
Sarah? Sarah.
She won't answer you. Or she can't.
Why not?
This is the way it's been since she started smoking pot.
And now, years later, where that's not happening anymore, I completely agree with Philip DeFranco that he's like, well, they lied about that. How can we trust them? If they lied about weed, what else did they lie about? Maybe these people don't have any idea what they're talking about. From the commercials where there was literally one girl talking to a dog and they were like, this is what weed does to you, and the dog was like, I don't like you when you smoke weed. And
Hey, Lindsay. I wish you didn't smoke weed. You're not the same when you smoke, and I miss my friend. I'll be outside.
honestly, if you hear your dog speaking when you've consumed weed, you have not consumed weed. That was something else. So it's like, do these people even know what they're talking about? I don't think so. Weed, for example, is more and more actually seen as a medicine, which it is. So I'm glad that that shift is happening, and alcohol is literally just poison for you. So I feel like their standards might be a little outdated. And I feel like this backlash happens every couple of years, where there's something that's not made for children and all the parents or whoever, organizations or whoever is like, oh my god, don't do that, think about the children. And it's like, it's not made for them. This literally happened with Squid Game, as I already said. This happened with Jackass back in the 90s or 2000s, I don't remember. And this is literally happening with Euphoria right now. So it's nothing new. Every couple of years there's this random outcry to protect the children from something that's never intended for children. So in conclusion, what I think happened here is that D.A.R.E kind of wanted to get some ground again, because they really like fell off into irrelevancy. And they even said right now that they are open to talk to the producers of Euphoria or anyone responsible at HBO. No! Nobody asked you. Literally, this is not a group project. Like, Euphoria is doing fine, sweetie. Euphoria doesn't need you. HBO doesn't need you. Like, no. I literally had to Google what D.A.R.E means, so maybe that's their way of gaining popularity again. But enough. Like, we heard your argument, it's invalid. Goodbye. It's a ridiculous claim that it's glamorizing drug use. What it is glamorizing is fashion. And it has stunning music. And the storyline is immaculate. That is what it's glamorizing. But not drug use. So far, nobody from HBO has responded, but Sam Levinson has said, I think previously, before this whole backlash came out, that he is mindful to not glamorize drug use, but he also wants to stay authentic. And literally, that is what he's doing. It is authentic storytelling, fucking engaging, amazing, and real. Yeah, so this is all I had to say about this. Tell me what you think about this. Is this completely ridiculous? Or maybe you think it's actually valid? I would like to hear your arguments for that, but definitely tell me. Okay, see you next video, probably a Euphoria review. Bye.